Yeah, hard to say. We started the third quarter reasonably well too, and kicked the first goal of the third quarter. Then we perhaps didn't capitalise on some chances that we had in the first part of the third quarter, and that could have made it enormously difficult for Carlton had we been able to do that. But they controlled the ball and controlled the momentum of the game in certainly the latter half of the third quarter, and it turned into a real arm wrestle from there. It was a tight, high pressure game, and both sides made plenty of errors. 18 points each in terms of shooting for goal tells you something about the pressure that was applied. The conditions were first class, really. But same sort of thing. Carlton fumbled a lot, Hawthorn fumbled a lot. It was a great opportunity for our players to play in a high pressure game, and knowing full well that that's what's coming in September. So it was great that we was able to withstand the challenge from Carlton late in the game. But you're right, our first half was very, very good and put Carlton in a position where it's going to be very difficult for them to win the game from there.
Does the second half raise any concerns at all, or is it just a game of such magnitude you're just happy to get any win of any party?
Yeah, probably. Carlton are a good side. They haven't finished in the top four for any other reason than they can produce some terrific football. And we did really well to negate that in the first half. We couldn't do it as well in the second half. They've got some quality footballers, and it's hard to keep them down for the whole four quarters. And they made a couple of moves. Jamison went forward and looked really lively for them up there. Took a couple of terrific marks, and we were pleased with our effort, and we were just better than Carlton in the key parts for a greater time of the game. So we pretty much played with a better side, certainly in the first half, and then for a small margin in the third quarter, a small time in the third quarter. The rest of the time, I thought Carlton were pretty good. So we're pleased to take the points and get ourselves ready for the Dogs next week.
Got top four spot locked in now. Does that sort of change anything over the next 6 weeks?
I haven't even looked at it, mate. We just take the opponent that we had in Carlton this week, and we'll sit down and see how our players pulled up from this game, and then work out what the best program is for our players leading to the finals. But we haven't taken the attitude yet to rest players, and I doubt we'll take it this week.
Your back six, well, it's not really six, but Gibson and Birchall were very, very good. Seemed to be almost under instruction to counter-attack at every opportunity. I suppose you want it from them most times, but given the magnitude of the game, it seemed that they were prepared to take the chance off.
Yeah, it was. It was a pretty fast-paced game, and both sides were running hard and fatiguing late in the game. But Carlton, they're a good side, and we really felt going into the game that we needed to at least break even in the stoppages to give us a good chance of winning the game. And I think that the clearances were very, very even, and I think we just marginally beat them at scores from stoppages. So for a quality midfield like that, we're pleased that our midfielders were able to get the job done.
About your back guys, though, no Carlton forward kicks more than two. You said relatively had them under control. I mean, one goal in the first half, so I was kept under control. But very good defensive performance, I thought.
To keep Carlton to one goal. I mean, they did kick 11 points. They had their chances, and they'd be disappointed with the way that they didn't convert their opportunities, perhaps in the first half. Having said that, we kicked 18 points as well, so we're not overly pleased with the way we kick for goal. But we take the points and get ourselves ready for the Dogs, as I said earlier.
Gibson was fantastic, but he might make up a bit sore. He copped a knock and was getting his hammies rubbed. Did he look all right in the rest of you?
Yeah, he's okay. It was a pretty physical game tonight, and I'd reckon there'll be a few sore players, but I think both us and Carlton got a 15-day break, I think, now before their next game, and we've got an 8-day break. So we'll look forward to the Dogs next week, but we'll nurse a couple of those sore spots and get ourselves ready for the Bulldogs.
It's a good test for some of your inexperienced players, a real high-pressure game like that. How did you feel
Yeah, well, we've got a number of young players that have been injected into the side this year, and Every game is a great experience for them, but particularly in games like tonight, quality opponent, big crowd, and they would have got enormous benefit out of playing. Both sides made plenty of errors. Even the good players made plenty of errors tonight. That's what happens in a high pressure game, and pleased that probably over the course of the full 120 minutes we probably just made a slightly fewer errors than Carlton did, and that's what probably won us the game.
Obviously there's still 2 weeks left, but when do you at all start to focus any attention on what is likely to be your first round opponents in the finals and that being Geelong?
Don't know, probably the week before the finals. We're not even certain who we're going to play, although it's probably looking likely to be Geelong, but we'll just address that when the time comes.
Stan, you pulled that produced out the other day, Stan football, is that good enough for finals, do you?
I reckon when there's 36 behinds kicked for the night, tells you a little bit about the pressure that was applied. So it was a good atmosphere and good to experience the pressure that was applied there. But we'd like to play a little bit better than that. But I'm sure Carlton would say the same thing. So I don't know. Games of footy are just sometimes real arm wrestles in finals, and we've seen quite a few grand finals over the more recent times. We've been quite low scoring. So just shows the pressure that's applied, and those sort of things happen in games of footy.
Just a quick one, Jordan Lewis on Judd was amazing. I think Grim saying that's Judd's lowest position coming in 3 years.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that he can rack him up, Juddy. So yeah, he's a pretty important player in the way that he went about his role tonight for us, Jordan. And I didn't even realise that that was a stat with Judd. But yeah, we're pleased with his effort. Thanks, guys.